The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Watson. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back to throw, Watson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move into in the running game.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
Now a carry for the forward, first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Coleman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Wentz on third down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And now out comes Houston. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On second down, here's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long, it's Watson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
This is Coleman, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Come on now, let's go. Go. This by 7. Finish 7.
On third down, it's Coleman, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
This is Gordon on the dump off. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Two jet. Tiger.
To throw is Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Run.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Black. Two jet. Stack. Great. Black, come on. Black.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this one is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now out comes Houston. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now Gordon on 1st down. And an alley to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Houston. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a second straight Player of the Week award.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Chargers. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving. Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points. And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Go, go. Black, come on.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
82. Trey 15. Trey 57. 82.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
Black, come on. Gray.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Coleman now. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he's got room. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Watson on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Hey, come back. Richmond. Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Target. Richmond.
Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
82. Go. 81.
Wentz now on first down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Good chip. Downing man inside. Downing man.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Again, it's Wentz. And incomplete here on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Run. Great. Lion. Wrap. Hey, rip 5-2.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And able to find John Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Great. Wins 5-3.
From the red zone now, Wentz. To the left side here for Eifert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They will run again with Coleman. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This is taken at the 3. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. And that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Shorty. Great.
Throwing is Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Tiger.
After the interception, here's Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Tiger. Reset. Tiger.
Back now here on EA Sports. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Come back, come back. Black 99 Philly. Come back, come back. Hey, what's the ball?
Here's Watson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
Come back, come back.
From the 50, it's Watson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Reset, reset, reset.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now it's Watson. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Come back, come back.
To throw on second is Watson. Finding room to the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
On the ball.
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, I thought you go on the field, but okay, I see you. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Coleman on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure it's enough.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Come back. Come back. 2 jet. 2 jet. Tiger. Tiger. Tiger.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Richmond.
Watson now to throw. He's going to fire one deep open, and this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.